You know, at this time of the year, the weather in South Florida is constantly changing, which can mean disaster for your property and your personal health. CERT Restoration is your solution. CERT Restoration is a full, certified, and insured restoration company, servicing now the Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. At CERT Restoration, no job is too difficult. We specialize in leak detection and prevention, roof tarping, as well as water extraction and mold remediation. With CERT Restoration, you can trust for a quick response with our world-class 24/7 emergency service. CERT Restoration has been in this industry for over 5 years. With our industry know-how, credentials, training, and extensive experience, we are proud to say we have consistently met and exceeded our clients' expectations. The rainy South Florida season is upon us. Hazardous buildup like mold has grown to be a property owner's worst nightmare. CERT Restoration take pride in spreading awareness in our community of health hazards caused by mold. Get your free property evaluation today. Call us at 866-217-7462. That's 866-217-7462. Or visit our website at certainrestorationllc.com.
Welcome back. Happy blessed Monday. You are watching the Community Trailblazer on 4 Jasper TV, and you are listening to 980 AM. Again, my name is for all your water damages. CERT is the company you want to call. Sabrina, woman in construction, and today we have an amazing segment for you. We have a beautiful guest. She's gonna do her own intro. Who know you best than yourself? Okay, all right. And I have my amazing partner, my co-host, the man of the hour,
Stewart, coming to our studios here. Everyone, we have an amazing guest with us, the multi-hyphenate, who's going to, as I said, introduce herself, because who better to introduce her than her?
Yeah. So, welcome to the show.
Thank you both for having me. And good evening, everybody. My name is Courtney Sharp. I am a multi-hat wearer, but today I'm here wearing my hat as the operations manager for the nonprofit, the Unspoken Bell Foundation.
Welcome to the show. And I know you going to tell us a little bit about the foundation, but we want to know about Courtney Sharp. What do you do? Explain to us the little background. Just, you have the floor, just go right into it.
Sure. So I've been background mainly in sales, working with large Fortune 500 companies, and through that I've gained a lot of experience on not only the sales aspect but the marketing aspect. So about almost 6 years ago I became a part of the Unspoken Bell Foundation, and now helping handle the operations for the Unspoken Bell. What I do for the organization, in addition to supporting and attending the events that we host, is I handle the marketing, website design, digital marketing pieces, and print marketing pieces. I'm also a board member for a networking company called the BUN, Building Us Network, and so for members of BUN, I also help them with marketing support.
Nice.
Yes.
Awesome.
And what type of marketing do you do? Because I know marketing is an umbrella.
It's pretty broad.
Well, I like to say that marketing is really the most important part of sales, right? It's the way that if I want to know about your business or your service or your goods that you're offering, you have to be able to communicate that to me effectively. And for a lot of small business owners, their passion is what they do, and they need support in helping get that message out to the community so that people know where to come when they want to get their mold remediation and water damage taken care of. So I am not a large scale operation. I mainly support small business owners because typically their needs are like here and there. I can help with social media posting, like if you need creation for digital pieces, business cards, event flyers, website design for small businesses. Those are things that I help with.
Awesome.
Banners.
Yeah, so print and digital marketing pieces, banners, flyers, business cards, postcard brochures type of marketing tools.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So how'd you get into that? Gotcha. Again. So specifically, I want to say not just all of that, because you learn that stuff over time,
Yep.
but how did you get into the small business and decide to start taking all these skills that you've developed and applying them to help small businesses?
Yeah, so how I became a board member of BUN is because I am a small business owner myself, and so I took what I learned from working with these large organizations, partnering closely with the marketing department, and I was able to translate that into building those pieces for myself. What I learned quickly by networking is that most small business owners don't have the skills or the knowledge to do this. And again, large companies can afford, right? Large companies can afford to hire a marketing department, but a small business owner, they're just trying to make ends meet. And again, their passion lies with their product or their service. So I come in and I help them dial in on their messaging and then put the pieces together that make sense for their business. And that's really how it evolved. I built several websites. When my daughter was in high school, she wanted to start her own clothing company. And I built her website. We set that whole business up. I used to run a company called Sharp Elite Nutrition that I just recently closed down to move into something else, and built the website for that. So I built multiple websites, and I realized, this is how you do it. It's a lot of work. It wasn't an overnight thing. It took me hours and hours and lots of YouTube University and things like that to get these skills locked in. So when I say small business owners, like, I wouldn't be able to do a high level multifunctioning website that like Walmart has or Amazon by any means, but for a small business owner, typically all of their needs I can help them with.
Got it. Yeah. Because typically a small business really only needs like an online brochure with a way to contact them.
And even if it's e-commerce, or if they do want to set up a way for people to purchase their products online, I can do that as well, and make it compliant and get them all of the ADA stuff, the back end hyperlinks, make sure that everything is set up for, I don't know if you've noticed this, but if you have your phone read out your text messages and someone sends you a picture, now the text message will tell you what the picture is. So that's kind of like a background where you can key in the image description on a website or on any type of image. And so that is important, right? If you're going to be sending out things like that, so it makes it more compliant. If someone couldn't read or see what it is that they're looking at, then they would be able to get it read to them by technology.
Yeah, because I read something, and I think you mentioned something about the website too last week, that certain thing gotta be set up a certain way, if then you can get sued just by.
That's true. And also it's about keywording your pages on your website. So when someone goes into Google and if they're looking for your product or service, if they type in, let's say, mold remediation in West Palm Beach, because you have those keywords embedded in your website, then it will put you in, and eventually the better that your website is got those keywords loaded in, then it makes it more, they call it search engine optimizing. So basically kind of puts you higher on the list when it comes out to it. Now bigger companies, they have the money to pay to play, basically, so they get sponsored to be higher, but that would still put you maybe on first or second page in a Google search, which is excellent.
Okay. So then how do you feel about some business owners, especially small business owners, with the way social media platform is set up where they can go live, they can share their business? So a lot of them are saying, well, I really don't need a website. What do you think about that when it comes to that? Do you need both? Like,
it's 2026, so it really just depends on what you're doing.
Okay.
Why websites are good, for instance, if you have, like, let's say a restaurant, if you have a website, people can go online and then take a look at your menu, and then you can share with them what it is that separates you from competition. Without a website, you are limited on speaking about what makes your business special. However, social media is wonderful, and for small business owners, one thing I always encourage them to do is niche down one specific thing that they do. Even if they do many things within their business or their offerings, pick the one thing that you claim to be the best at, and just stick with that, because just in Palm Beach County, there's like a couple million people. Like, if you think about getting 1% of that business, right? And so there is someone that is very specifically looking for you to solve their problem.
Yeah.
And if you can just say over and over, I am the best at solving this problem, I have this solution for you, they're going to be like, man, that person, they really know what they're talking about when it comes to solving my problem. I trust them. I'm going to try them out. And that makes your business grow more exponentially. And then from there, you'll take those customers, and because they find out, oh, and you do this as well, okay, I trust you now with this, I'll try you on that.
Okay.
Awesome.
And I guess then, how do you feel with people? Well, I have a website and I'm on live on social media. I don't need to go to any networking because I'm doing all that online. So, what do you think about someone that have a mindset where they feel like they don't have to show up, they don't have to go to networking? What is the difference?
You know, I don't have a dog in the fight for that, because some people have a tremendous amount of success just exclusively being on social media, and that works out for them. And hey, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. What I would say is that when your business is tied more locally to your community, it helps for other people to sing your praises, right? Like, of course I like me, but I would love for Sabrina and Steve to share also how they like me as well. And the only way that you guys are going to talk about me is if I go out and we build a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then that brings me, I know I'm like, Steve, you can jump in whenever. I have a business page and I have a personal page. How do you feel about cross-promoting on both pages? Because I know I had a conversation with someone. I'm like, well, I used to just post just on my business page about CERT, but then again, I have way more follower on my personal page, so I kind of mix it. And she's like, well, people want to know who Sabrina is. And I'm private, I post, but at the same time, you really don't know me through my posts.
Yeah.
So go over that. How do you?
Well, when it comes to a business page and a personal page, there are two separate situations here. Okay. And I just want you to think about any, let's call it national business. If you go to their page, you will not see any personal things typically, other than like maybe like a picture of like, this is the founding family, or maybe like this is a work event that was attended, but they're not typically going to share their birthday parties or anniversaries or things like that of their personal nature on their business page. Business page is for business stuff, so if it isn't pertaining to your business, you really shouldn't be sharing business. However, your personal page is an opportunity for you to then post on your business page and share it from your business page to your personal page. And the reason why you want to do it that way is, number one, when I see your sharing of your business page, I now see your business page. And if I engage with it, the algorithms will spread it to my network of people, so you get more reach. You don't want to share exclusively about your business from your personal page. You want to share your business page to your personal page. That gives people an opportunity to go into your business page, see what else there is to learn about your business, but also me interacting with your business page means that my network of people are going to see your business page. Because that way you can keep your private life private. You can still share your business stuff to your personal page, but just not personal to business.
But you can share business on personal, whatever, just not personal on business.
So share it from your business page. Like if you post on your business page, only from there, then share it.
Okay.
If you post on your personal page, instead of posting, or like you post on your business page and then you post that same thing on your personal page, you're killing that bridge of people going to your business page. And that's what you're trying to grow.
Oh, that makes sense.
Got it. So you want that one-way flow from your personal to
no, from your business to it out.
Got it.
You know?
Got it.
And a great way to grow your business page is to create social media engagement things. So there can be like a giveaway, right? So let's just say you, on behalf of CERT Restoration, you're now going to be giving out $100 gift card to Home Depot, let's say. And in order to qualify to be entered into this giveaway, you have to like my business page, you have to share it, and then you have to comment on it. And what that does is that puts a whole bunch of engagement on your platform. Social media platforms love engagement. When they see that you're getting engagement, they will bump you. They will show you to more people. They will give you more exposure. And then of course, when people share it, then you're getting exposed to all of their network. So your one-time gift, which is also marketing budget for you right off, is an opportunity for you to gain more exposure for your page, get more following for your page, and then of course, ultimately, sometimes you look at ROI, right? Let's say one person books you because they saw that, you know, and if you think about that investment, that's ROI. Like I spent $100, but I stand to gain 1,000 if I get one customer off of this, and that's a 10 times ROI on my investment, and that's a great investment. Most people, you know, if you can get a 3x ROI on an advertisement, man, that's great. But if you get a 10x, that's top notch.
Yeah, because I know I saw some people, they post that and then they go live to announce the winner.
Yep.
No, that's a good idea. I'm going
And
to
just one
try. Yeah, I'm
Sure,
going to try
absolutely.
that for sure. I guess my last question before we move into the unspoken bell. I don't know if you have a question.
That was what I wanted to ask. So, yeah.
So last question when it comes to marketing, how often do you feel like someone should post on social media about their business? Because I know some people are like, oh my God, these people always posting the same thing.
It's a lot of work, and it really
over.
just depends on where you are with your business. If you are someone just starting a business and you're looking to grow, you got to put in the work, and this means daily posting, sometimes more than once a day. And then you need to have it set up where you have a cadence of what people can expect, because people will come to, even if they're just watching and following along, they want to see a specific thing from you. And think about the people that you follow on social media and why you follow them and the content that they push out, because you're expecting to see that content. If they came in there every day and they're changing it up and doing all kinds of different this, that, and the other, you might lose interest. But you go to somebody because they kind of are very specific with like the topic. Maybe they cover it different ways. I'll give you an example. I follow this gentleman who is a food blogger, and he travels around South Florida trying restaurants and talking and highlighting like their main dishes. He doesn't talk about anything else. He goes to restaurants, he tries the food, he tells you about the restaurant, and he talks about the food. And I go and I follow his page because I want to know where should I go try food at next. Now, if he started switching it up and talking about fishing, I would probably be like, you know what, this is getting out of hand. I'm not going to follow this guy anymore. But he's very specific. He's very niche. He does restaurants in South Florida. I live in South Florida. I like to go to restaurants. I'm following this man, and I'm going to keep following him as long as that's the kind of content he pushes out. That makes sense. So, like,
that makes sense.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't stick to just like Italian or, you know, Mexican cuisine. He tries different restaurants. So there's where he can change up. But the specific of it is, I'm going to go try a restaurant in South Florida. So that's what I mean by being specific. Sometimes his content can be a vlog style. Sometimes it could be a live, like where he's there on site at an event. Or it could just be pictures, you know, like of him with like, this is the top 10 burgers. So he might do a carousel style thing of content that day because he maybe didn't have a new restaurant to go to, and he's just compiling some information, reusing stuff that he's already done before. All of it is still a part of that niche of going to eat in South Florida.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
I love that. So now that we know a little bit about your passion, and it really comes through with that passion for your work, and I love, again, your focus is on small business owners because that's a market I serve as well. But talk to us about the Unspoken Bell Foundation. What is it? What do they do? And how are you involved?
Absolutely. So I'm on the board of the Unspoken Bell. I do handle a lot of the operations just because of my passion for the marketing and the website design. The Unspoken Bell was started in 2011 by our Miss SABRINA VALBRU as an opportunity to give back to the community, especially serving those that are underserved. So here in Palm Beach County, we support our local kids in foster care. And we give back a couple of different ways. We do an annual purse drive And during this purse drive, we actually collect more than just purses. But for the teenage girls, it's just a way to give them a little bit of a motivation bump, a little bit of a, think of it like, hey, everything usually when you're in foster care is like a hand-me-down situation. We want to give them something that makes them feel good about themselves, raise self-esteem, and it's brand new. So we do a purse drive for them. During this time, we also collect toiletry items, backpacks for the boys. So we think about all of the kids that are in foster care, and we just do an open donation. We typically collect makeup, toiletry items, personal care items during this time, and then we're able to, we partner with a couple of different group homes, and we're able to help stock them. We also partner with local barbershops to do haircuts for the young men in foster care, and you look good, you feel good, you do good, and our goal here through this is to make sure that they look and feel good. And then while they're getting their haircuts, we just talk with the young men and hopefully inspire them to maintain the course of, despite your adversity, you still have an opportunity to overcome. And we've been fortunate enough to have some great men partner with our organization to come in there and speak to the young men. Just inspire them, give them stories, give them hope, and be a resource for them when they're ready. If they're looking for a job, looking for help with, resumes, things like that. So we tie that all in. In addition to that, we also fundraise to send young kids to school in Haiti. And so through our fundraising efforts, we are able to cover the cost of a one-year tuition, uniforms, and supplies for the kids. We are about to host our biggest fundraising dinner Sunday, April 26th at 5 p.m. And this fundraiser, 100% of the proceeds go to helping us send the kids to school in Haiti. We've got a couple of events coming up this year, but our goal is to try to get at least 100 kids into school next year where they don't have to worry about a thing. They get to show up and get an education and be a part of our bright future.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So let me ask this, because we've got a lot of listeners who are really concerned about educational opportunities there in Haiti. What would it cost for one student?
Yep.
For the year, for everything?
Yep. The investment to send a child to school and cover expenses is $100.
Wow.
Yeah.
$100
U.S. dollars.
$100 US dollars. It is enough to sponsor one child supplies and uniform. And when you think about it, what you go out to dinner right now and you could spend $100 and you're eating the food and it's in your system and out of your system in 24 hours, okay? And this is an opportunity to give someone a leg up in life and a future.
Yeah.
So follow the Unspoken Bell. We do have the unspokenbell.com. We are also on Instagram and Facebook. You can learn about our events on any of those three platforms. Please follow us, and if you're interested in attending the event, it's Sunday, April the 26th, and all of the event information plus ticket information is on website, Facebook, and Instagram.
Awesome.
Can tell us a little bit more about the event? What is it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So the event that
what can we expect? What is the the purpose of the? We know is the proceed is going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So April is Sexual Abuse Awareness Month. And the Unspoken Bell, in addition to supporting our local kids in foster care and sending kids to school in Haiti, we also work hard to raise awareness around sexual abuse. And unfortunately and sadly, it's a big topic. If you haven't been impacted personally, someone that has. And I have yet to meet somebody that doesn't have a story to tell, whether it's their own or someone very close to them. And so with April being Sexual Abuse Awareness, we host this dinner in honor of sexual abuse awareness. We bring in industry experts to talk about overcoming trauma, how to get out of a situation, just providing that resource, because you would be surprised what people do not know. And then as a powerful testimony, we have survivors share their story about overcoming sexual abuse personally, and it's honestly a very powerful event every year. Like I look forward to it. I do and I don't, right? I wish that we didn't have to have this event and it wasn't even a thing to have to talk about and raise awareness for. But what I love about this is that when you raise awareness, you stop somebody else's trauma.
Yes.
Love that.
Yeah.
No, that's absolutely fantastic. And again, you said this organization was started when? In
2011.
Okay, so it
When
sounds
Mama
like
Bear became a mama.
great. So this is not a fly-by-night
This
operation
is
that
not a
just got
fly-by-night.
started. They have a long-established history, 15 years. That's excellent.
Yeah,
Correct.
long established history, doing great work, and we are a nonprofit. No member of the Unspoken Bell is paid to do what we do. It's really just a passion for serving our community and, you know, hopefully eliminating future traumas for people. We're just, you know, there's an opportunity here for everybody through education and through awareness to heal if they've been damaged, but also understand how these things happen and hopefully prevent it from happening to anybody in their circle in the future.
Yeah,
Awesome.
sexual abuse is such a taboo subject, and it happens every day. Like, I know I have, adults that have never, shared their story, and two of our members is going to be guest speakers going to be their first time, and I'm just like looking forward. And every other day I get a call and they're like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready, and then I have to kind of listen. We already have the flyer out.
Too late, can't change your mind.
Yeah.
No, I can't be too serious, but it is what it is. But you know what? Just by telling your story, you never know.
You reclaim your power. You take back your power from the shame or from that person who silenced you. So,
and a lot of people feel like, oh my God, if I didn't put myself, in that situation, if I wasn't at that location. But no, you're not the one to blame. So we provide
and that
a
is
platform.
the most powerful thing that people need to
yes.
understand is that when you're a victim, you don't get to tell somebody else what to do. I don't care what you were wearing, okay? I don't care the scenario that was put in there.
Yeah.
You didn't choose that for yourself. And that's one of the things that I just wish I could go out and like hug every woman that's ever been hurt, because a lot of them blame themselves, and most people don't come forward specifically because they are trying to find a way to make it their fault.
Yeah.
You know?
True. That's so true. So again, it's going to be an amazing event.
Absolutely.
And we're looking forward to have your support. Again, thank you so much for joining us for this amazing show today. My name is Sabrina VALBRU, Woman in Construction.
And I am Steve Stewart, your business continuity expert, and we want to thank the absolutely amazing
Courtney Sharp, coordinator for the Unspoken Bell. That's my hat I'm wearing today.
And tell us once more, how can they find you for your business, marketing business, and also all the information for the Unspoken Bell? If someone wants to sponsor or they want to donate, just provide some information.
Sure. The Unspoken Bell is on Facebook, on Instagram, and we have a website, theunspokenbell.com. Feel free to reach us anywhere there. My personal Instagram for business is Courtney_Sharp_CEO. And I just want to leave every small business owner that's currently watching this with one tiny message. Live every day as the person that you aspire to be, and you are, because you already are that person.
Yes. Thank you. Again, have a wonderful day. See you guys next week, Monday. Make the best of today. Sabrina VALBRU, Woman in Construction with CERT Restoration. And again, you are watching for Jasper TV and listening to 980 AM. Have a blessed Monday. See you next time.
You know, at this time of the year, the weather in South Florida is constantly changing, which can mean disaster for your property and your personal health. CERT Restoration is your solution. CERT Restoration is a full certified and insured restoration company servicing now the Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. At CERT Restoration, no job is too difficult. We specialize in leak detection and prevention, roof tarping, as well as water extraction and mold remediation. With CERT Restoration, you can trust for a quick response with our world-class 24/7 24/7 emergency service. CERT Restoration has been in this industry for over 5 years. With our industry know-how, credentials, training, and extensive experience, we are proud to say we have consistently met and exceeded our clients' expectations. The rainy South Florida season is upon us. Hazardous buildup like mold has grown to be a property owner's worst nightmare. CERT Restoration take pride in spreading awareness in our community of health hazards caused by mold. Get your free property evaluation today. Call us at 866-217-7462. That's 866-217-7462. Or visit our website at certainrestorationllc.com.